And we're missing the fact that the blessing is within the lesson. Even when you're getting the lesson, you're getting polished. You're getting sanded down so that your life is going to be smooth. It's going to be smooth sailing. It's going to be flowing with ease. Felt like sharing a little bit of grandma wisdom with you guys today, if that's okay, if you don't mind me doing that. I'm going to share a little bit of my grandmother's wisdom with you. A lot of people call her Grandma Jones, and she's a funny lady, very funny, very witty, very smart, even though English wasn't her first language, and that's not an indication of how smart you are or not, but even still, having to learn at 17 years old, learning a new language. Hilarious. And so there was this joke she used to love to tell, right? So this was like her way of telling someone that they weren't very smart, right? So, they have that proverb that says, wisdom has been chasing you your whole life, but you've always been faster. That was like the way of telling someone that they're not being very smart. Her way of saying that was, when they were handing out brains, you thought they said trains, and so you didn't get in line to get one. And so that was her funny little joke that she used to like to tell. And so I was thinking about that today because there was something that I wanted to share with y'all. So Spirit was talking to me and was telling me, some of us, we don't see our manifestations coming through because we're nosy, because we are micromanaging. We want to control all of the details. We want to be nosy. We want to keep peeking over. What did they get? Oh, she got it over there. That thing I asked for, you gave it over there to Mary, or you gave it over there to Jane. How come you didn't give it to me? And so we're nosy, or we're micromanaging. Okay, you heard what I said, right? You heard what I said. I wanted to get this exact promotion. I want to get this promotion to get this exact job, so I can make this amount of money, so I can buy this exact car, so I can get this exact house in this exact neighborhood, so I can attract this exact spouse, right? So on and so forth. These exact children in this order. And so we're being micromanaging. We're missing what we are meant to get, because we are either being nosy, checking the pot, checking the freezer, checking the oven, as it's trying to cook for us, as it's preparing itself for us, or we're being micromanaging, where we're trying to control the details. And so this reminded me of my grandmother's joke, because as Spirit was talking to me, I was thinking of my grandma's joke when Spirit was talking to me, because what I was thinking of was when they called out in the line to hand out blessings, all you heard was lessons, and so you didn't get in the line to get one, right? So how many of us do that? How many of us have that problem where we don't get in the line to get the blessings, or we miss the blessing completely, because all we're doing is we're focusing on how we're getting yet another lesson, right? So we're missing the blessing because we're like, no, I don't want another one of those. And we're missing the fact that the blessing is within the lesson. Even when you're getting the lesson, you're getting polished, you're getting sanded down, so that your life is going to be smooth. It's going to be smooth sailing. It's going to be flowing with ease eventually. But you have to get over that hump. You got to get the lessons. And so if you really knew how lessons and hardships and discomfort fast track your path, your spiritual path, your purpose, and who you're supposed to be, and have you stepping in to everything that you've been asking for, you would be rushing. You would be rushing to get into the lines where they're handing out lessons. Another thing I was thinking of is that as you're micromanaging and you're looking for the line that specifically says, 10K a month, right? Where's the line that says 10K? I see one that says good friendships. I see one that says opportunities. I see one that says practice speaking in public. I see one that says iron out all of your money wounds. I see one that says go back and work with root chakra and sacral chakra. Sign up to work with these guides to pull up your shadows and do your shadow work. But I don't see one that says specifically 10K. So I guess I'm just not meant to get what I'm looking for, right? And you have no idea how all of these things are leading you down the road to the thing you're asking for. You have 10K a month if that's what you were asking for at the end of one of these, but you got to go down like a conveyor belt. You got to go down and you got to pick a little bit of this, a little bit of that. These are the ingredients that you put together in one pot that's going to create the situation that you're asking for. So first you bring in wealth with relationships and friends. That's wealth that's invaluable. You don't even know how much that is adding to your life. It is healing something inside of you. It's making you understand and trust yourself again, and trust the universe, and trust that there is good in the world. And so that opened you up a little bit, and that healed something in you. And then when you go through, the line of opportunities and speaking out in public, and maybe that's not even in your plan. You had no idea that you were ever going to speak in public. You wanted 10K a month doing something else. And so when you step in to speak in public, it is actually building, again, that self-trust. It's building your sense of success. It's building the fact that you can overcome things that you never dared to dream of. You just always thought you were going to be that person that did things a certain way. It's also letting you let go of that story, right? Those stories we tell ourselves about ourselves, or tell others about ourselves. Yeah, I'm the kind of person that's like this. Oh my gosh, I have terrible stage fright. But now Spirit is pushing you out in front of an audience to make you realize that you don't have to be this person that you've been telling yourself and others that you are your entire life. You can put that story down. And when you're able to do that, then you're able to get the thing that you want. So again, if that example was 10K a month, or that example was the new beautiful house, or a beautiful relationship, whatever that thing is, maybe you couldn't get there holding on to this story that you're still telling yourself about yourself, right? That you are believing in and buying into. In order to do that, you got to sell her. You got to sell him. You got to sell that story up the river. Be gone with it, be done with it, and be open to the new version of yourself that you're becoming. And so these little things that you're going through, you have no idea. It's like the Karate Kid, right? When his sensei, right, Mr. Miyagi, had Daniel-san practicing out there, painting the fence all day long, and he was like, gosh, why am I doing this? What do you have me out here just doing work all the time, washing your car, waxing on, waxing off? And then he showed him right then and there, okay, paint up and down, and then he started to try to, come at him with some combat moves, and he was able to block him. And then he said, okay, now do wax on, wax off. Same thing, he was able to block him. So these things were building these muscle memories. They were creating a new story for him. They were building new neural pathways for him. And that's what these things are doing for you. And you don't even know it. And you're just like, no, thank you. That's not what I asked for. No, thank you. And sometimes those blessings aren't coming the way that you want them to for a reason. Spirit doesn't want you to stay at the career, at the business, at the corporation that you're in. And so you've been trying to get this promotion at this specific job, at this specific place for this longest time. And until you finally let go of the fact that it can come in any way, and I surrender to you now, then that's when you can finally start moving up and over to wherever it is that you're meant to be, and the new doors and the new places that are meant to open up for you. But first you have to let go of the way that you're micromanaging and you're holding on to every single little detail. So once again, we are no longer micromanaging, right? We're opening up to the universe. We're letting it come however. We're not stepping out of the line because we're like, oh, this isn't the one. This isn't the manifest $500K so that I can buy the house of my dreams. I am accepting a house of my dreams to come in any way possible, and I know that every step that spirit is going to take me through is going to get me there line, and we're not going to get out of that line. We're going to realize, okay, every single step is constantly guiding me towards the thing I asked for, because I know that the universe knows better. The spirit, my higher self, the divine knows better for me than I'm getting in my way and knowing for myself. It heard me. It knows what I like. It knows what I want. It knows me. And so it's going to bring it to me in the most perfect way possible. All I have to do is surrender and accept. And I have to stop peeking. I have to stop checking on it, right? You wouldn't like that if you were someone who keep coming in your kitchen and you're trying to make a meal and they keep coming in every 5 minutes going, is it done yet? Is it done yet? Did you do it this way? Did you remember that I don't like this? Did you remember to do that? Oh, that's not how I wanted it. That would start to get on your nerves, right? You'd stop cooking for that person. So don't keep checking. And then stop comparing yourself. Stop thinking about what Steven and Jane and whoever else got, right? They got this first. They got that. Well, they got it. How come I don't get it? Because their service is something else. Their path and their plan that they signed up for, their membership with the universe, is something different than yours. You're on this package. They're on that package. Don't worry about that. Don't even worry about that. You have no idea what their stuff comes with anyways. You don't even know that maybe they have such terrible things going on in the background, or they have something coming up, and because they're bypassing and skipping their steps, that they have to turn back around and do a U-turn and do their shadow work anyway. So you don't know. We're not wishing anything negative on anybody, of course, but you just never know anyone's story. So don't compare yourself to that. Focus on you. Focus on the blessings and the lessons. Be grateful for the entire path. Be grateful for every single opportunity. Treat everything that falls in your lap as though it was a gift, as though it's that $10,000. You get a new friend. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I get a new friend. I got a new friend. That's wealth. You get invited to a new opportunity to be on someone's podcast or something. Oh my gosh, that is wealth. It didn't matter if it's a paid gig or not. It does not matter. Every single thing, treat it that way, because it will then fast track you on your path to your rightful place along your purpose. Okay, so that is it from me. Maestra Wyzdom, your friendly neighborhood shamanic healer once again. If you were joining me again and you're already a subscriber, then welcome back. Thank you so much for your support. If this is your first time catching a video with me, I ask you to consider subscribing to the channel. It doesn't cost you a thing, and then it just helps our community to keep growing and us getting this message out to more and more people, so that more and more people step into their spiritual path, their rightful path, their soul confidence, so they can stop hiding in the shadows and hoarding and keeping their beautiful gifts away from the rest of the planet, away from their community that desperately need their services. And if you are interested in working with me one-on-one or learning more about shamanism, or to become trained in shamanism, all of the links will be below in the description. That is it from me for this time. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Out.